anybody want to buy a loo?
Don't make me laugh because I will die. It's probably a bad idea. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. I feel like I have not filmed a video in... What was that?
That's what I was just thinking. What the fuck was that?
It's not a rat. Guys, we just saw loads of rats running out of Burger King. That was grim. We decided we're going to do a little chat. We got a Starbucks. Got my matcha. I love matcha so much at the minute. I literally...
What's it
can't... Oh, I'm so ill. You don't want to catch it. It tastes like... I can't describe it, to be honest.
Right.
It's like thick. Almost like a smoothie texture.
Oh.
A little bit of white chocolate.
The white chocolate I can get on board with, but I think it's because it's green, it really
So good.
does throw me off a bit.
I mean, if you don't care about getting ill, you can try it, but you probably don't want to sound like this for the rest of your life. Because I don't think my voice is ever coming back. But yeah, I put some questions on my... No, I didn't. I put a box on my Instagram for you guys to ask questions, dilemmas, got some confessions. I wrote them down because there were so many. I thought I'll just write them down. So the first confession is, I have A cups and his ex had double Ds.
Oh.
I compare myself a lot. Help.
Oh, he might not even be a titty man.
He might not even like the titties.
He might not even like the titties.
He actually might not, that is true. Some boys prefer a big butt, so
Yeah.
let's just hope you've got the big butt. If you haven't, it's alright, because not everything's about boobs and bums, is
Tits and ass.
That's what I always try to tell myself, that it's fine because I'm funny, but boys don't like girls for funniness.
Yeah, but Tom tells us all the time that we think we're funny and we're not.
Yeah, but we are funny.
We are funny.
actually are really funny. We just doesn't get our humour.
He doesn't.
I don't really know, because comparing yourself is hard, isn't it? But, I mean, it's an ex for a reason, so maybe the double Ds...
We're a bit much.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't happy with the double Ds, you know? There's always reasons why. I've just noticed that curves. That's weird. Never noticed that before. Yeah, the double D situation is hard. It's a hard life. I used to have A's basically growing up my whole life, and I've recently hit puberty, which is great, but it did take me 23 years to get here, so...
23 and 9/10.
Yeah.
Nearly 24.
I get how you feel about the A's, but do you know what? I loved having small boobs.
I was going to say, I think small boobs are better.
Yeah, I loved having small boobs. I don't think I would have ever changed them. Like, now they're bigger, great, but, like, I had no issues with the boobs, and just to let you know, there's so much more to you than your boobs. Like,
Absolutely.
you don't need to compare yourself to an ex just because she had double Ds.
No. He obviously liked you in the first place, do you know what I mean?
Exactly. You might be beautiful, you might have a great personality. All she might have had was the double Ds. So, also, how do you know she had double Ds? Did he tell you that? Because if he told you that, then
Yeah, then run.
I'd be worried. Get out there. But how do you know that?
Unless you've stalked her. And if you
Yeah,
have,
but how do you know her
that.
bra size? They might be C's if that makes you feel any better.
She might be wearing a push-up.
True.
You know,
Those things work wonders. Like,
those maximise your assets from
Primark.
Primark.
It might not be real.
It might not
You
be a
never
real
know.
boob.
But genuinely, don't worry. There's so much more to life than titties. They're great, but they're not everything. Your experience with the pill / other contraceptives.
My experience of the pill and yours is very different. I've been on the same pill since I was 13, which is probably not great because that's 10 years of my life.
Yeah, but at least you haven't been like switching up and...
And I first went on the pill for my periods because they were really, really bad. I changed the pill once and it made me depressed and fat, so I changed back in like 2 months. But I've been on the same one and I've never had any problems, and I've never had any other kind of contraceptive. I've only ever had the pill, and it's worked wonders for 10 years.
10 years? Wow.
That's bad, isn't it?
Me, on the other hand, jeez, I've been through hell and back.
Yeah, I've been through
hell.
It's hell in here.
It is hell in here. Honestly, my body is hell. Just can't cope. So my periods were awful. Like, I had really bad periods. So I went on the pill, and I actually started my period
At my house.
My first period was at Alex's house, and her mum was like showing me all the pads and all the tampons
Queen Mary.
on New Year's Eve when I just turned 12. And I think it was probably the following year
Yeah, that sounds about right.
that I started the pill. So I was probably 12 or 13, probably 13. Maybe 14. I don't know. It was year 8. I think you're 13.
13, yeah, that's when I went on as well,
Yeah.
you're right.
and my periods were awful. So I started on Revigden, I think, because that's just what everyone...
That's what I still take.
Everyone had, my sisters had it. I was like, yeah, fine, I'll take it. That, big fat no. I was so ill with that. Used to make me throw up, made me faint, my headaches. Like, honestly, the experience I was getting from that pill was worse than my period pains.
I remember you lying in JCC, like, literally, like...
Yeah, like, it was, like, count me out, done and dusted. So then I went back and they changed me to a different pill. I can't remember what it was called.
I have a
But
feeling
it's
it
when
was
you
like-
didn't take a break.
I was going to say, like, Yasmin or...
It began with an F.
Was it the one where you took, like, a placebo one? Or was it just continuous?
It was just constant. Never stopped. It was in a little purple packet, I remember that. And that was fine, I think, but I just didn't like that my body wasn't having a period.
And I also think, like, when you get to the age where there's possibility that you could be pregnant, that scares me, the fact that
yeah.
you just would, like,
You would
you
never
wouldn't know.
Yeah, so I did the first pill for like 6 months and I was like, can't do this anymore. So then I went on the next one. And that one I didn't have a break, so I did that for like 3 months and I was like, do you know what? It's just not working out for me. Like, I just don't like not having a period. It's freaking me out, so I stopped. But then my periods were still awful. So then I just had nothing for like a couple of months and I thought, no, I can't survive with this. Like, this is so hard. So I got the implant and I had that for the full 3 years. Got that taken out and got it put back in again. So I had that constantly basically for 6 years and that was perfect. Like, I literally
That worked
loved
really
it.
well for you.
Yeah, everyone says different things, but for me that was spot on and I had that out 2 years ago. And for the past 2 years I've not been on anything and I've had there's no wood in here. No, like, problems. Like, I get bad period pains the day I'm coming on. I know I'm coming on because I just get this, like, massive, like, surge in my stomach. And I can literally know that surge means I've just perioded.
Yeah.
That's so grim, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know I've come on. And then after that, absolutely fine. But, so, yeah, the past 2 years, I've not had anything and I've not had any problems whatsoever.
I feel like when you're younger, your periods are worse because your body's not used to it.
I used to struggle. But since my implant, like, since I've had that out, my whole body changed. But yeah, I guess I've probably just grown up and just... Maybe my hormones are different. I don't know.
I reckon so, because now you got titties too.
Yeah, I got titty. I just hit puberty, basically.
Yeah.
Got my implant out, hit puberty.
It was like puberty round 2.
Yeah, it's like a whole new experience. But I'm fine. Touch wood. We're all good. But I know it changes again and again and again. So eventually I'll probably go back on the implant if I need to. But for now, just embracing, letting my body...
You use
Be
the
natural.
Flow app, don't you?
Yeah, use a Flow app. Although my subscription's running out. It was like 50 quid now.
Ooh, for a year.
Yeah, but it said if you cancel, they're like, oh, don't cancel. We'll give you 50% off. So I'm like, okay, I'll buy it again. But yeah, it runs out next week. But yeah, the Flow app's really good because it actually is spot on as well. Like, I mean, I know when I'm coming on because of the pain, but like, it does catch me off guard. So it's good that it literally is spot on. I'm on my period for about 3 or 4 days and then it's fine. Although my cycle is really, really long.
Really?
Really, really long, yeah. It's like 32 days.
Whoa.
Long cycles. But that changes all the time as well. But yeah, I wouldn't take anyone's advice on
It's very
contraception.
personal.
You have to just do what's right for you.
Yeah.
Because like that pill, she's fine with that pill.
The pill that I'm on also was one that was in the press for so long about giving people really bad, like, problems. And I've never had an issue with it. Like, every other pill I've tried has been awful and either made me have really bad anxiety or made me gain loads of weight or made me have acne. Like, it's just the one that has just never bothered my body.
Yeah, my skin as well. My skin used to be so bad. I must have genuinely just got new hormones or something.
Yeah, maybe.
My adult body.
It's a bit old now.
Nearly 24, guys.
Old.
This one's juicy.
Oh.
Feel like I'm falling out of love with my boyfriend, but I don't want to lose him.
Oh, I feel like I've been there, done that.
Feel like been there, done that, but also if you feel like you're falling out of love with them and you don't want to lose them, that's two very like different feelings. If you're not in love with them, you shouldn't be scared to lose them, so maybe you're not falling out of love with them.
Or,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe you don't want to lose him as a person, but like you might not think,
Right,
God,
okay,
I'm
yeah.
in love with you.
Right.
Because, like we both said, been there, done that, very much got the t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Got the t-shirt.
I have. My niece went to Greece.
Guys, I'm so sorry about my cough. This is so annoying. It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard because I feel like I took a really long time to break up because I was like, no, I do,
Yeah,
no,
like the
I
what
do
if,
love him. No, I
what
don't,
if.
but I do, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Whereas I had quite a lucky. It's really bad, but
You about to say lucky escape?
no, a lucky situation where I didn't have to have that sort of like. Basically, I've only ever had 2 like proper boyfriends. I've had a lot of like little thingy mob, like, you know, when you're young, but 2 proper boyfriends. And the reason me and my ex-boyfriend split up is because I found Tom. So I feel like I was very lucky because Tom distracted me.
Yes.
I didn't have that sort of like. I did feel really guilty for leaving him, don't get me wrong, but there wasn't a sort of like a, oh, I don't want to lose him. It was like a, I've actually met someone else that can give me a lot more than you can, basically, as horrible as that sounds. So I didn't have that sort of like. I mean, if I could go back and do things differently, I probably would. I wouldn't like not be with Tom. Not mean like that. I mean, like, probably would handle the situation very differently.
You were young though.
Very young, but I did literally just see you later, and that was it. And it was quite a long relationship. Like, it wasn't very like looking back, like I could have done it a lot nicer. But the situation was tricky. Like,
Yeah, it was.
the boy was crazy, man.
Oh, he was mad.
He was so lovely, but he was crazy in love with me, and it was like, it was lovely to see, but
It was a lot.
if that was nowadays and I was older and more mature, it would be
Too much.
controlling and possessive and
Yeah.
a not a good relationship, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%.
So if I could go back and do it differently, I would, but also I'm glad I didn't have that sort of.
Yeah, I think you've
Feeling.
also got to, because I feel like quite a lot of people don't break up with someone because they think, well, what am I going to do with my time? Like, what am I going to do? But don't think about that, because if you've got good friends, you don't need to.
And
worry
maybe
about.
talk to him about it too.
Yeah.
Don't tell him I'm falling out of love with you, but maybe spice things up a bit.
Yeah, maybe you just need a refresh.
Yeah, go on holiday or go on date nights
or go away for the weekend.
Or have space. Maybe you need to. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And if it doesn't make it grow fonder, you don't need him.
I'm joking. No,
do
don't
not
do that.
need him.
Yeah,
I'm sure
no.
you're still young as well, so there's plenty more fish in the sea if he's not the one. But I think just have that chat.
Yeah, don't
It's
make
important
hasty
to be
decisions because you
honest.
might regret it, and then you might not be able
Might
to
be
get,
too late.
Yeah, might not be able to get back into that situation.
Exactly. We are such good,
Wise.
we are wise old souls.
Old
We've
ladies.
really got wise with our age.
Yeah, we have.
Advice to get over an ex-best friend who treated you awful.
Oh, I feel like we could be quite experts on this.
Yeah, but you know what my thing is? No one treat me awful because I don't let no one treat me awfully. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like what's the word? No, I'm very much like, if someone's going to be an idiot to me, or if somebody is just not adding any value to my life, or just, you know, I either just blank them out, don't care, cut them off, or I'm very good though, aren't I? Just being like, I'll put up with them when I'm with them,
Yes.
but that's it. So like, for me, I'm like, I can tolerate anyone. I can sit with someone in a room, tolerate them, but the second I walk away, I think, Jesus Christ, like,
Yeah.
wow. But I think you're so, I mean, I'm a very kind person, don't get me wrong, I'm not horrible, but like, you're so kind that like you let people just.
I feel like
Do
I've
it.
gotten better since that situation. I have got a lot better at just cutting people off
Yeah.
who I don't think are adding any value or are wasting my time or walking all over me. But I do think, to be fair, I think we were lucky because when that happened, like the month or 6 weeks after that, when it was just a bit like, oh my God, we had so much on. We were so busy.
Yeah, we had so much
going on. I feel like just keep yourself busy.
I think as well we're lucky because we had each other.
Yeah.
If I wasn't there, to,
It
like,
would have been
do
hell.
yeah, I think it would have been a really different situation. But if it's your only friend, then I don't know, because that's actually
That's hard.
hard.
But I'm sure
But if they treat you awful, then good riddance.
yeah, you don't want them.
Good riddance. Best friends
don't
should
want
not
them.
treat you awful.
No, you need easy friendships. We've learned as we've got older that easy friendships are so much better. Like,
Yeah, I meet so
high
many people.
maintenance friendships are not for me anymore.
I feel like we're very good now as well at like, I know straight away. Like, I meet people at these events and I meet people out and about,
Yeah.
and like, I know instantly, like, you ain't gonna add any value to my
Yeah.
life. I'll speak to you at this event, it's lovely to see you.
Yeah, but apart from that,
But other than that, there's like certain people I'm like, oh, I'd love to see them again, or we need to make plans. And then there's certain people where I just think, you're a nice person, but you're not gonna add anything to my life, so like, what's the point?
I think that's the other thing. Don't look at and don't look at what they're doing.
Yeah, do not do
Don't
that.
do that.
It's almost like an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Treat it like an ex.
Yeah.
Block them out, block them on social media, create a fake account if you want to stalk them. I mean, do what you want,
You
but
do, but
I don't recommend doing that, because the longer you hold on to it, the more it's just gonna like, the quicker you forget about it, the better. Move on, carry on. You can look back and think, oh, we had great times, but also you were a crappy person, so good job you're not here anymore.
I feel like we did that quite well of just being like, oh, well, that was that chapter, but...
That's the thing, like, life is just, like, chapters, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, see you later. Some people aren't going to be in your life forever, and that is literally fine. When we were at school, I could not imagine not speaking to them. But you just grow, and you just, like...
I also think because I obviously left school at the end of school, not sixth form, and it kind of showed because I left and moved away from home when I was 16. I only spoke to, after that, 2 people out of the whole group, because none of them could be asked to make effort because I was no longer right in front of them.
Yeah.
So I feel like as you get older, you do realise who your actual friends are when lives get busy and, you know.
16 years old, helping her pack up her things and move to Swindon, miles away. Yeah, no, I agree.
And just keep yourself busy. If you've got other friends, then make plans with other friends. If you've got a boyfriend, maybe go away for a little bit.
And do you know what a really good way of making friends actually is? Instagram.
Yeah.
It really is. Social media. Go on TikTok, have a little scroll through your For You page, see someone you like, and just think, oh, I'm going to message them. Do you know what I mean? I made a massive group chat on Instagram full of loads of people that follow me. And they all chat in it all day, every single day. Ping
is it
off.
a broadcast?
No, like an actual group. But it's so nice. Like, sometimes I'm just, like, reading through, like, all of these girls have just made friends. It's, like, 50 of them in it, and they're all just...
Oh, that's so cute.
Making friends, yeah. It's very cute. So, if you want to be added to that, hit me up, I'll add you. Skincare.
Oh, Lord. I've been through a journey.
Again, I feel like completely different situations with skin. I used to have really good skin, then it got really, really bad, and I tried everything under the sun, and it just made it even worse. So I just stripped it back again, and I now literally use nothing other than Grace's Face's cleansing balm to take my makeup off, and water and a moisturiser. And that's how my skin survives.
I have to use less on my skin. And I actually think on my skin personally more expensive products, because they've normally got perfumes and stuff in.
Oh yeah, remember when I used Charlotte Tilbury moisturiser?
Oh God, yeah. It's...
My skin
I feel like you
blew
just
up.
have to know what works for your skin, because I had really bad skin when I was like 13. Then when on the pill it cleared up. I had medicated spot cream, which was like gold dust.
Oh yeah, remember we used to always use that.
Yeah, I still got it.
Do you? Yeah, that was good.
It was good, but I personally, I have like a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturiser.
And you should stick with it, even if, like, say it's working for you, and you see other people talking about, don't switch.
Don't do it.
Don't do it just because other people are saying, oh, this is really good. If you've got something that's genuinely working for you, don't switch. And I think that was my thing. It was lockdown, and all these influencers were coming out of the ground. I was getting sent stuff left, right and centre, switching up my skincare probably every like 4 or 5 days. My skin was just like, no. So I just thought, you know what? Just because people are telling me these things are good doesn't mean I need it. I can take their word for it, believe them. Doesn't mean I need to try it. One thing I love, I have stopped using it because I don't need it, it's the Body Shop Tea Tree Toner that we love.
I feel like tea tree works really well for our skin. So I use the foaming cleanser and the toner.
That was one thing that saved my skin. As soon as my skin got back to normal, I just got rid of everything. But that tea tree toner, fantastic. I mean, it's expensive now though. Used to be $6.50, now it's like, what, 10?
Yeah,
12?
10, 12 pound.
What?
Extortionate. But the Body Shop, that's what I mean, like that's £12. Like, and then there's skincare that's like 50 quid. Just, I personally just find something that works and use it.
Yeah, and stick with it. Don't give up on it either, because the moment you keep switching things around, it just gets worse. And if your skin is actually really bad and you are struggling, then I would just say just go to the doctors, because they know best.
That's what I did.
They just know what to do. So invest in your skin, guys, though, because it's important. I say that. I've got so many blackheads. I want one of those facials where they zap everything out.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love one of them. But I already know it'll make me so spotty. Yeah, like even we went to spa.
We both were like...
Last year in December. I think it was in December.
Yeah, because I got it for you for your birthday.
Yeah. And we had a facial. Stunning. Absolutely loved it. We were so relaxed.
Lovely.
We both wake up the next day.
Like, I've got acne.
I was like, crap, what have we done? But yeah, our skin just...
I feel like we've just got sensitive.
Very sensitive. I mean, I complain about it, but then I'm like, this is great. Like, having such low maintenance skin.
Yeah.
Shouldn't complain about it. But then I see all these people doing all these like nice things, I think, oh.
It's when I watch TikTok sometimes and I'm like, that would just...
Yeah, like, but do you
I'd
know what
go
I think is a
mad.
bit silly? Like, I see, like, you know, the Vogue makeup tutorials and stuff
Yeah,
on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
There's so many celebrities, and I feel like they make it up just for this tutorial, because there is no way anybody needs 8 serums on their face at once.
Absolutely not.
Surely you've created such a barrier that those 8 serums aren't even, like, going into your skin.
And I think my skin is so oily anyway. I just imagine putting that much. Oh God,
yeah,
no.
we do have very, like, look at our skin. I mean, you've got makeup, but, like,
We
you
are
can see we've got the same. Look at my
oily.
forehead.
Yeah, look at mine.
Like, you could see yourself in my forehead.
I
but
powdered.
people die for this.
Yeah, I know.
People are like, oh my God, and I'm like, yeah, it's quite annoying. Actually, I look a bit greasy.
It starts off as like quite a nice glow, and then it gets to like 5 PM, and I'm like, oh.
Because my skin is so oily, it doesn't matter how much powder I put on. Within an hour or two,
Yeah.
I look like this.
Yeah, like I've powdered. Look at the
crazy,
state of
isn't it?
that.
Absolutely crazy. And all this is a moisturiser and some instant fake tan, which isn't supposed to be glowy. So
Stunning from us.
that's that. How to not feel anxious when my boyfriend goes away. It's my own trust issues, not him. Can totally relate. Luckily Tom doesn't go away, but if he did, I wouldn't be okay.
See, maybe sometimes it's not the best mantra to live by, but I always think with things like that, like if you're worried about things like that, in my head it's like, well, whether I worry about it or not, they're going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah, true.
Like if somebody's going to, if you're worried about him cheating on you,
Yeah.
he's going to cheat on you whether you're worried
Regardless.
about it or not.
Yeah. So don't worry about it.
So it's completely out of your control. There's
Yeah.
nothing you can do about it.
To be fair, I think trust is such a big thing though, because
Yeah.
I have never been cheated on. I've never had a reason to not trust a boy. I've never, like, no one's ever done anything to me. I've been very lucky that, like, there's no reason. I mean, I was cheated on once, but it wasn't really that deep.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I was cheated on, but it's fine. I was literally like 13, it doesn't matter. But even me, like, Tom doesn't go away. Tom doesn't really go out. We're very much just, like, grandmas that just can't be asked to go out. But, like, if he did go away, I know that I'd really struggle, but I don't know why, because he's never given me a reason not to trust him.
I think
it's just in us.
Yeah, I think it is.
I don't think you should feel weird and like abnormal for
for worrying. I would also say if he's going to be away for like a week, then give yourself things to do that
Yeah.
week. Keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
Because then you've got less time to sit. The problem is if you're not doing anything and like you live with Tom. So I think that's the difference, is that normal day-to-day life, you know exactly where Tom is all
Yeah.
the time, because if he left the house, he would go, oh, I'm going to do
yeah,
this.
yeah.
So like you know where he is. Whereas if he's away somewhere, you guys don't really text anyway.
No, so I'd be like,
So you'd be
this
like,
is weird.
what are you doing?
Where is he? What is he doing? Yeah, that's true. Like, even if he just goes to like the pub for the evening,
yeah.
I don't even think I'm worried about him cheating on me. It's not that. I just worry.
Yeah.
What if he doesn't make it home?
Yeah.
What if he gets too drunk? What if, like, I'm just very like protective and very like, I don't know. So I get it. Like, I would be really worried if Tom went away, but I think that's normal. I don't think it should be seen as a bad thing. I think there's worrying and then there's actually having trust issues.
Yeah, I think, 100%.
Like, I don't have trust issues at all, but I would worry. But it's not because I don't trust him, it's just like a natural, like your kids. Like, think, when you have children, our parents worried about us all the time.
Yeah, especially us.
Still now, like, oh no, it's gonna be. My mum still constantly texting me like, "Are you okay? Where are you?" And I feel like when you're with like someone for so long, or you just have that in you,
Yeah.
you just worry regardless.
But also, I think because when you're used to, like, if Tom went out, you'd probably go pick him up. And
Yeah.
so you know he's safe.
Yeah,
Whereas if he's
If he's
somewhere
away.
completely different.
yeah, I get it. I would worry too. So I don't really know how to
No, I'd say,
keep yourself busy.
yeah, keep yourself busy. And if it's, like, the cheating situation you're worried about,
He's gonna do it regardless.
It would happen anyway.
And if he does,
Then ditch
see you
him.
later.
See ya.
So yeah, and if you're still with him because he's cheated on you and that's why you don't trust him,
That's
Get
a
rid of
problem.
him.
Get rid.
once a cheat, always a cheat. Never forgive a cheater. That is one thing I will always say. Nobody gets a second chance with me around here.
No,
See ya later.
absolutely.
Okay, I'm really, really hot and the camera's overheating, so we hope you have enjoyed. Thanks for listening to us. I don't think we really gave you much advice. We just went
just
off in
chatted.
tangents, 'cause that's what we do. But I hope you enjoyed anyway. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
See you very soon. Ciao.